It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally happening. Welcome to your magical moon message. This is your host, the Peace Dealer. And I need you to understand that we are activating a karmic cycle that has been both 30, 160, and 248 years in the making. Think about an event you haven't been to in over 30 years. And the last time you were at that event, you were just a young baby, or much younger than you were before. And when you were at this event, your favorite uncle was there. But last time, your favorite uncle didn't have cookies. But now, this time, 30 years later, your favorite uncle is back with all the cookies in the world. As you can see, this is a very big deal. And now with the maturity, since you've grown from over 30 years, means your cookie selection is way more nuanced, diverse, and legit. I have no idea why I started using a cookie and uncle analogy, but here we go. Saturn began its last cycle in Aries, 1995. That means since then, we are finally concluding that previous cycle in Pisces. And as such, every 30 years, the themes of culture, generated individuality, spread collectively and universally, are wrapping up relative to what sparked the last time. However, since compared to previous times, this time we're also ending a Neptune cycle that didn't begin since the 1800s, and a Pluto cycle that wasn't where it was since the 1700s. This is what's bringing the beginning of the end of the world. Like literally, it's the end of the world. Like the world as you know it, it's ending. It's ending. There's a present progressive happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's actually happening. What are we gonna add that with the 12-year Jupiter cycle that we didn't begin last time since 2010 when Uranus was in Pisces, that it's now in Taurus with, is 10. It's time for the evolution of consciousness throughout all life. 2010, where we had Jupiter and Uranus in Pisces, was like sparking a new belief. Plus a decade later, now both of them meeting in Taurus gets to make that belief and dream tangible. It's not tangible, it's tangible. That's how we say it. And so naturally, with this new moon, and Mercury, and Neptune, and Saturn, that'll make up one of the most magical new moon cycles we've ever had in over several centuries. You want to be brimming with fish-tarded delusion and believing yourself. Believe things that may not even be possible are possible. Most importantly, believe in you, what you wish, and make as many wishes as you want. I was going to say as you wish, but everything that you set the intention as a seed you'll be sowing will harvest 6 months from now in the opposite sign of Virgo of the physical, whereas Pisces is metaphysical, turning beliefs into habitual patterns. So go all out, because we won't have wish energy like this ever again. This is definitely once in a lifetime. In fact, the vibe is so groovy, you could say the planets themselves are partying. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our end of the world ceremony / party. This is your host, Mercury, aka Hermes. We have a few special guests this evening. Let's give it up for Lord Kronos! Yeah. I have no idea why you're all partying. I am literally going to end all that you hold dear. So dark. So dark.
You think he's like evil?
I definitely have my suspicions. Anyway, next, we have the ruler of where we're holding this ceremony. Everyone give it up for Poseidon! Yeah. Do you even know what the hell you're doing here? Thank you! I've been here since 2012! You think I would know? But no! Oh my Neptune, you make literally no sense. This is that trademark delusion that we love you for. Thank you, Neptune. Thank you. And last but not least, we have a very special guest, albeit they may not be here for that long, but let's give it up for the moon! 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 Is it speaking fucking Pokemon? Don't worry, Kronos. I actually speak Pokemon. Neptune! 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 Moon! 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 Neptune! 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 Oh my gosh, let me translate you guys. That was so heartwarming. They said even though you might be going through hard times, filled with collective false narratives and people lying to you and gaslighting you everywhere you go, it doesn't matter, because Jeffrey Epstein still didn't kill himself. So beautiful. I hate you all so much. Mars and Venus are still in Aquarius, trailblazing the knowledge Mercury and the Sun previously made you aware of. This engineers exciting conclusions that will begin to alter your perspective in the application of the polishing from Venus and the action from Mars. Due to their recent conjunction, this activates new sexual expression and developments in relationships. Whether positive or negative, the influence of Pluto might make things pretty extreme. Venus, it's been almost at least 2 years since we connected. I think I'm finally ready to do this with you. I'm ready to commit. At long last. Really, baby? Yeah. Wow. I just think it's funny that I saw you talking to other bitches.
Are you serious right now?
You think I wouldn't notice that shit?
Look, it's not even what you think.
You always make excuses.
Stop saying that. I'm making it. You do this all the fucking time. What the fuck is this? You really need to stop. Oh my god.
Talking to the This new moon cycle represents a brand new frontier, a new path for you to dream forward on. And with the presence of Neptune, the veil is thinning a lot, whatever that means. So you may experience a whole host of paranormal experiences that you were always experiencing, but now at a greater quality you're aware of paranormal activity that's always been around you. Oops, that might be spooky for some. It's a way of confirming that a lot of experiences were not just in your head, and a lot of you are going to gain confirmation for maybe a whole lifetime's worth of experiences that you didn't have the vocabulary or understanding to put in words. Don't worry, you're still crazy as fuck and super delusional, but it wasn't all in your head. It's okay to be delulu. We are adjusting our perception out of one conscious world of systematic thought as the next generation is ready to pioneer and create the new world. Remember the last time Pluto was where it was, Pluto, Sagittarius, Scorpios, and Caps at that time introduced the French, Russian, Haitish, all sorts of revolutions, including the American one on this planet. And compared to the genocides we had back then versus the genocides that are going on now, looks like not much has changed. We just have more technology. But of course, that is quite facetious to say not much has changed. So exercising hope moving forward and taking the culmination of everything you've learned up until this point will be instrumental in having you step through this new dream. I'm going out of my way to be cringy. This shift in perspective that's going to activate new beliefs to engineer or imagineer new behavioral patterns over the next 6 months will prepare us to walk in that right direction Aries season. As this is going to be one of the most powerful and important eclipses that we've ever had in centuries. So, be mindful what gets revealed, because Pisces is belief, whereas Virgo is analysis. The new moon is sparking new beliefs, which will now, with this new belief of who we are, prepare us to walk in that authentic direction during the cardinal Aries season. The subsequent moon cycles before we end Pisces will quite literally activate this perspective and prepare for us to integrate towards this direction. It's a fancy way of saying you're awakening supernatural abilities on a godlike level that's going to be like fantasy and science fiction, except it's not fantasy, it's real life, but is this even real life, and who really knows? Regardless, I hope you enjoy this new moon. I hope you enjoy this new format. What I'm going to do is actually 2 magic moon messages. So the first, I'll do this, and then the second one, I'll do the original format you guys are used to. Love you guys. Stay blessed. Peace.